This is like a year ago, and I remember you had just set up the lab.
Yep.
It looked fabulous.
Thank you.
And you had this machine where you were testing the durability of the Shorai. And I assume that was to address some key concerns from customers who had looked at these products before. So tell us a little bit about like what that test was. What was it verifying? What it did for you?
So when you came in a year ago, because we have more capabilities today, so I'm trying to remember.
It's literally this machine that was just like stretching the material.
I know
a million
exactly.
times or something.
Yes, that's called the Ballyflex test.
Okay.
Yes, and it simulates the toe box of your shoe, but it's also kind of a step in or a stand-in to understand the durability of a material. How many times can it be deformed before it breaks down? So it's also a great test that we usually perform for our partners in automotive for testing the seat. Because every time you sit down in a seat, you're deforming it. Every time you stand up, it's coming back and slipping back into its original shape. That's a similar test. So in that case, we were testing for automotive, and they want 100,000 cycles, and we're looking to be able to improve that metric and meet their standards. So that's kind of what you were seeing.
Yeah. It's impressive. I have a car from 1991. The seats still return, and
they
it's
probably
amazing.
Passed their Ballyflex test.
Yes, it's got to last that long.
It's got to last that long. We're trying to create. It's a little bit of a catch-22, right? Because you want to create materials that biodegrade at their end of life in the right circumstances, with lots of bacteria or in soil, but you don't want them to break down during the product's intended lifespan. And in the case of a car, your car is from 1991?
Yeah.
So that's
might be older than you.
Yeah, 33 years old.
Yeah.
So it's got to last potentially 33 years.
In the Houston heat, outside, in the humidity. Yeah.
It's no small feat. And that's why our formulations are so specific to the application that they're serving.
And that's kind of the biggest challenge of why this problem hasn't been solved yet, right? Because there's all these things that plastic is just so good at, or we've gotten it to the level where it can meet all these other standards that we need.